wanted to mention is that I think Flash is really, really amazing at timing pushes, and Jaedong actually forced to cancel his hatchery. Did so before it was
Too much
gone up too far. So it looks like, yeah, Flash has done his job now. And Jaedong, meanwhile, has 3 hatcheries, but only 2 mining bases. So that's exactly where Flash wants him at this point, honestly.
Well, Mutalisks are about to pop for Jaedong. That's pretty much what he's been waiting for and saving up for, so he can
get. So he can.
Yeah, drone goes down. Jaedong was trying to save up so we can get 3 hatchery Mutalisks all at once and get the 9 Mutalisks popping out. And 9 Mutalisks are going to be able to do some damage to that force going around in the middle. And here they come right now. So if Jaedong can, I mean, obviously we know Jaedong has fantastic Mutalisk micro, but if he can bring these in and not lose too many of them, wow. And perfect timing, as Steve mentioned. Oh, wow. And Jaedong flying right into the group of Medic Marines back at the base. Oh, and Jaedong actually, coming with Zerglings, but not getting enough kills, I don't think. And still going in, and he's going to lose some more of these Mutalisks here. Not playing, I mean, just that wasn't a very good move to I guess he wanted to commit to that attack, and he must have not realized how much the Flash had saved up at his base. So yeah, that's actually a pretty big loss for Jaedong. This group right here is not necessarily going to be enough to attack that group in the middle and be able to pick off very much. He does have 2 Sunkens. 2 Sunkens are definitely not going to hold if Flash does decide to rush in here, especially with all the extras. And it looks like going for the top left. Thanks for pointing that out for me, Steve. Jaedong going for the top left base, which not going to get scouted by Flash yet, but it looks like an SCV is on its way. Flash just... He is this map right now, man. He is feeling this map. He's like a spider on the web, and every time Jaedong tries to go for a base, he's feeling that twinge of the web, and he's feeling something, and I guess his web sense is tingling. I was leading up to that, but anyways, so right now, he is going to scout the top left, and Jaedong is unable to expand right now. He's unable to gain any sort of map control. Flash really able to hold him back here, and Jaedong just kind of fluttering around right now. So, and the top left base is going to get scouted. So I am a little worried for Jaedong at this point.
Wow. Yeah, this is Flash is all over it, and he's been hunting, just running around trying to find that third base so he can just avoid the sunken line. A little bit more damage to those Mutalisks coming in. And I'm not sure if Jaedong is going to be able to take out these Marines in the middle because he's already lost a group of Lings. He can't really afford to produce another group of Lings, which is usually how the Zerg is going to take care of that first group of mutas running around. I'm sorry, the group of Marines running around is going with I keep saying going with Zerglings and the Mutalisks that they have and wipe out the force, and that keeps the Terran in their base, and he's not going to be able to do that. And in just a moment, Flash's 2 forces are going to unite. Jaedong going in with his Zerglings, but no, the forces are in the same spot. It looks like they're a little bit separated, but they're able to engage half of Jaedong's army each. Jaedong's Lings getting completely taken out. His Mutalisks have to run, and Flash is going to slaughter the top left base. And I think I just spat on Steve saying slaughter. I'm sorry about that. But the lurkers are out, but Flash has just too much map control, and Jaedong is going to be cut back down to 2 bases again.
Right.
It looks like he's going to try and take the top right again in a minute, but he's just way behind now. He's lost so many Zerglings, he's lost a base, and he hasn't really gotten much to show for it.
Yeah.
Jaedong hasn't been able to, and there the hatchery goes down. That's got to be game for Jaedong, honestly. At this level against Flash, there's no way you're going to come back with still only being on 2 bases. I got to say that Jaedong was unable to whittle down Flash's forces all with the mutas, and that's definitely something you want to do. And interesting enough too, Flash this whole time he relies so heavily on Medic Marine. He never had a Science Vessel out or anything like that. His macro is so strong that look at how huge that force is. We saw this in a game. I can't remember who he played, a lesser Zerg or somebody, but his macro is just ridiculous right now, and that's where I think that Flash right now has the huge edge over Jaedong. Like you mentioned earlier, he's just been macroing like a beast lately, which is
definitely.
I mean, macro and micro for Flash, obviously he's top of his game for both of those, but just hit his, I don't know if it's just he maybe getting a barracks out earlier or whatnot, but he's got 4 or 5 barracks and he's just non-stop pumping, and it looks like Jaedong is going to try to catch Flash with his units out in the field into the main. It looks like he's going to try to run all the way past into the main, but only 4 Zerglings get through, and that's not going to be enough. Flash with a huge amount of Marines, but here come the lurkers from behind. I don't think it's going to be enough if Flash can get a scan. Flash does not have a scan right now. Like I said, he has no Science Vessels. This tank might go down, so Flash trying to get his tanks out. He already has 1 out, and there is the first Science Vessel. Doesn't really matter, though. All the mutas are down. I think Jaedong is going to GG any second now. And it looks like Jaedong trying to get up the hatchery in the top right, and it doesn't matter. Flash is already there. And that's one thing Flash has been doing amazingly well lately, too, is actually scouting things out. paying attention to all his bases. He had one time where he did a poor job against Stork, actually, in the game that they played, where he didn't see Stork's third, and that cost him the game.
Look at Jaedong.
But yeah, Jaedong not looking very happy.
Knows he's
just
screwed.
now teching to Hive. No way he's gonna get the Defilers out in time.
He can't even get the right base because there's one Marine sitting there.
Wow. Wow, so Flash is now, I think he's moving out for the kill at this point because he's got his tanks, he's got his vessel, he's got a huge ball of Marines, and basically right now the only thing that could stop that would be some swarms and plagues, and Jaedong just has gotten his hive up, so he's not close enough, and there he comes in. Tanks within range of the Sunkens. Marines are just to be able to destroy the Sunkens. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here he goes in for the kill, running in tons of... And Jaedong looks like he's going to come in for a little bit of attack from behind. Or no, where is he going exactly with those forces? Maybe he's just going to try and cut off reinforcements. He's going to sack his natural in order... No, here he comes in. Last-ditch attack, and
he doesn't even burrow.
Doesn't even bother trying to burrow his lurkers. He knows that Flash is too good at defending that kind of thing. And his natural breached, and that was his only base. Was this natural.
And that's,
it wasn't like he had a third and fourth to go off of if he lost his natural.
Well, that's something that Flash and Fantasy and other really top-level Terran players do so well. They completely halt the Mutalisk harass that comes out. The 9 Mutalisk comes out, the turrets always pop perfectly in time, and you have some medic Marines back at your base, which Flash had, and he just completely stopped Jaedong. But what won the game from was not that. What won the game was having Marines everywhere and SCVs everywhere on the map and knowing exactly what Jaedong was doing. That's what you have to do. Both Protoss and Terrans playing a Zerg. And to me, that's these are one of the games that shows that Zerg is not imbalanced. Because all you have to do is learn how to play against them. You have to learn to always scout them, to always know what they're doing and always know what's going on, to scan, to use all that stuff. And then once you know what the Zerg's doing, it's not that difficult to counter what tech the Zerg goes for if you know he's going for it.
Well, I think it's still difficult, but
yeah, and all you have to do is have cheater level macro.
Yeah,
like Flash. That's all it takes.
All you can say about this game is Flash playing at this level. I don't think there's a single person that can beat him, and just the way that he kind of dismantled Jaedong there, that's worrying. Honestly,
dismantled is the perfect word.
Is really ridiculous because Jaedong is the top level Zerg right now. There's other very good Zergs too, but I mean, if Jaedong can't beat Flash, there's not much hope for anybody else in the MSL either. I do want to say, as one last thing, although I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyways, well, we'll go on to the next game, I guess.
How much we love Zero's Purple Glasses?
This is a best of 3. This is game 1, so they're still going to play game 2 and possibly game 3 at
later dates.
So it's not over yet.
All right, Converse Pure next.